So the diverse cultures, tongues, and tribes that we do have here, how would you say is our strength?
Let me give you a clear example. I am not saying it should be tested. I have a belief that what keeps the southern part of Nigeria together today is the fear of the North. The fear of the domination of the North over the South. It's what gives a semblance of unity among Southerners. If for one reason or the other, which I'm not campaigning for, the North severes its relationship in Nigeria moves away, I can assure you within 3 months, the South will disintegrate. Because outside the fact of the fear of the North, there is nothing that keeps Southern Nigeria as one. The Yorubas don't like the Igbos. Let us be frank about it. The Ijaw man does not like the Igbo man. The Rivers people don't like the Igbo man. But what keeps this southern state of Nigeria together now is the fact of the fear of the domination of the North. And this is why I'm talking about the diversity. You're asking me, I don't want it to be tested. But what keeps us is that, oh, the Southerners have been afraid.
You mentioned, for instance, the Igbo man or the Yoruba man doesn't like the Igbo man. Is it because of politics, or is it we as a people amongst ourselves, we don't like ourselves?
It's not the politics. I have met it. I came to Lagos 68 years ago as a young boy of 6 years old or 5.5 years. The enmity has always been there. We call them Yamiri. I'm not a Yoruba man, but I speak the language so fluently now. But I knew the Shikism has always been there. The Igbos were controlling the police force then. And you find the Igbo man's wife would start out fighting. At the next time, police. So the Shikism has been there. The Cross River stage generally, or the River state, don't like the Igbos. That is why Bakassi seceded. Because the attitude of the Igbo-dominated Northern Eastern House of Assembly drove them away from Nigeria. Whereas the northern counterpart of Cameroons, that was accepted as part of northern region, decided to stay with Nigeria. Today it is Gongola State, called Gongola State, with Mubi as the capital. They were all northern Cameroons. So you can see that the dichotomy has been there, the differences have been there. When it's not politics. When we were young in Lagos, NCNC, led by Zeke, were winning elections up to 1954. So it is not a question of politics.
No, because a host of people will say that politicians know the differences and they sometimes exploit those differences, possibly even exaggerate them.
You are correct.
Blow them out of proportion.
You are correct.
So as to get political power.
Look, 2 things politicians use in Nigeria: ethnicity and religion. And those are the 2 dangerous things that can destroy this country. When a politician does something bad, he now runs under the ethnicity factor. And his people are ready to cover him up.